in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You talk about this Rams defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
13.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. The Falcons at 2-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. At the 35-yard line. They'll fake the jet sweep, and now it's Jackson off play action. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I are a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting and preparation and understanding what their team is capable of.
This is something that we've seen from Lamar Jackson since back in his Louisville days. He can be so dangerous with the RPO.
Yeah, and whoever designed the RPOs, it's almost like they had a guy like Lamar Jackson in mind because of his ability to do everything. He can tuck it and throw it. He can tuck it and run it. He can hand it off inside when he gets the right read. Bottom line is most teams want him to hand it off because when he takes off and goes, he can break down a defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Second and 10. Now Lamar changing the look. They run a draw here on second down. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And it's now a 7-0 game. Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Bust through the tackle. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Well, this defense for the Rams, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Here's Jackson throwing on first down. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. Going to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyler Lockett, 35 yards. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that'll make the score 14-0. So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there at a first down for L.A.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Lawrence on first down. Hyatt has got it.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right.
He completes this to Walker. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. On play action, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku.
Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here's Jackson. He's going to get this complete here to lock it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there. Jackson on first down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. 11. Lawrence on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Walker is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brian Johnson now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Falcons 14, Rams 7.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Jackson on second down. Quick slant here to Smith. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Let's go.
Here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is brought in at the 21. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Yo.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Lawrence. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Lawrence to throw. Right back to Njoku. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Rams.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. In motion right, that's Hyatt. On first down, Lawrence. Going deep for Walker. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown.
Ken Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan.
Jackson. He'll find his tight end, Payne Durham. And take this to the other side of midfield.
I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4. Block it in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a short gain here down to the 22. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal. This from 42 yards out. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Throwing is Jackson. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now Lamar changing the play. Here's a handoff out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
So here's Shudak following the touchdown, back out to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And Walker has it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have the Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Boye Mafe. And the Rams are right back in this football game.
First down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Gun. 11.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. Throw out wide to Walker. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
So a man shaken up on the play, and this is certainly noteworthy. It's Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in the face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, middle.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen, and the Rams are right back in this football game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people looked at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Darnold.
Open man downfield is Duvernay.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Darnold, a throw completed to Hyatt.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Rams. Darnell Mooney, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Falcons 17.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Darnold now to throw. On the move past the 40. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 35. And the Rams.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And they will take a knee here. Charles, we retreat.